Morning everyone. This is your class for personality development, lecture number 6. The topic that we will be covering is perception, perpetual process. We will try to understand what is meant by perception in this lecture. The contents that we will be covering in this lecture are: what is perception, importance of perception, factors affecting perception, the perpetual process, stages of perception process, which are selection, organization, and interpretation. Errors in perception, which include hallucination, stereotyping, and similarity. And at the last, we will study why perception varies from individual to individual. Firstly, we need to understand what is meant by the concept of perception. According to Joseph Reitz, perception includes all those processes by which an individual receives information about his environment. That is, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, and smelling. Perception is something which we develop in our mind by seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, and smelling something. This concept involves all the five senses of human beings, which are touch, sight, taste, smell, and sound. In the simpler words, we can say that it is the act of seeing what is there to be seen. Whatever is present in the world which is meant to be seen, the ability to see that is called perception. But what is seen is also influenced by the perceiver. It depends upon the mind or senses of the person, how he receives that particular object which is being seen by him. Importance of perception. Perception not only creates our experience about the world around us, it also allows us to act within the environment. The way in which we perceive things, it decides how we are going to look in the world, look about the objects or concepts in the world. It is very important in understanding the human behavior because each and every person perceives the world and approaches the problems of his life differently. Whatever we see or feel is not necessarily the same as it really is. It is not important that whatever we see is reality. We accept reality on the basis of our perception. When we buy something, for example, we always want to buy the best, not because it is best. So our concept of best varies from different person. A particular object can be best for one, whereas it can be useless for the other person. If people behave on the basis of their perception, we can easily predict their behavior by understanding their perception of the environment. One person may be viewing the facts in one way, and his methods of viewing that object or fact may be different from the facts seen by another viewer. So there is always a difference between the perception of two different individuals. Perception builds our character, that defines roles of individuals, whether they are hypocrite, self-righteous, victim, or anything else. Thus, for understanding human behavior, it is very important to understand their perception, how they perceive in different situations of their life. People's behavior is based on their perceptions of what reality is, not on reality itself. So, the world as it is perceived is the world that is important for understanding human behavior. For example, I will tell you, if there is a glass half filled of water, some people may say that the glass is half empty, whereas some may perceive that glass as half filled with water. So, two different individuals will have different perception about the same glass of water. It depends upon the thought process of that individual. It depends upon his understanding, how he is going to perceive the object in his environment. Factors affecting perception. There are various factors which affect the perception of an individual. These may be the person's attitude, personality, motive, interest, his past experiences, and expectations. These are the personal characteristics of the individual which affect the way of his perception. The characteristics of the target being observed can affect what is perceived, not because the targets are looked upon in isolation, because they have a kind of relationship of a target to its background, which influences the perception. There are also some situational factors like the time of perceiving others, the work settings, social settings, which influence the process of perception. There are some other factors like the perceptual learning, which is based on our past experiences or any kind of special training that we get. Every one of us learns to emphasize some sensory inputs and ignore others. We have a kind of setting in our mind that we have to concentrate on this object and we have to ignore this object. It is based on your experience in life. Another factor is your mental set, which refers to the preparedness or readiness to receive some input. How much ready you are, how prepared you are to receive an object, to have a kind of perception about any object. Such expectancy keeps the individual prepared with good attention and concentration. The level of knowledge we may have also changes the way we perceive the object. For example, we can see that if a person knows his friend who is stressed out due to some family issue, So he or she might ignore the comments of his friend because he knows that she is not well. Some issues are going on in the family which are influencing her. The perceptual process. Now, in order to understand how the perception works, how the process of perception works, we have to see the three stages of perception, which include selection, organization, and interpretation. The first step is selection. There are various infinite numbers of stimuli present in the environment or world around us that we might attend, but our brain is not so much developed, or you can say it does not have so much of resources that it can easily pay attention to each and everything. Thus, the first step of perception is to decide what we have to attend to. The second process is organization. The second step of the process includes organization. Now, once we have chosen the object which is to be attended in the environment, now the brain starts functioning for the series of reaction. There are several series of reactions started in our brain. This process starts with the activation of our senses, that is touch, taste, smell, sight and hearing. In this process of organizing, we sort out the things and categorize the information that we perceive from the object that we have selected according to our brain and with the help of our senses, five senses. The third step is interpretation. Now, after we have attended to the stimulus, the object we want to attend, our brains have received and organized the information. The next step is now to interpret that information in a way that we can turn it out into something informative. The organization takes place when the listeners identify the type of sound and compare it to other sounds heard in the past. Now, there are some errors in perception. We need to understand about the errors which take place in the concept of perception. Many times there are many confusions or conflicts in our mind, for which there are some factors which are held responsible for making errors in the perception. There are many errors which can be categorized. The three important are hallucination, stereotyping, and similarity. We will be seeing them one by one. The first one is hallucination. Sometimes we come across the individual perceives some stimulus when it is not even present. Hallucination is the imagination of our mind. We imagine something which is not even present. Our imagination becomes so strong that we start seeing that object or stimulus which is not even present. This phenomena is known as hallucination. In this concept of hallucination, the person can see any object or person. It can be anything which can be imagined. He may listen to some voice which does not exist in reality, but for him it exists. The next is stereotyping. Stereotyping is a process where people usually fall into at least one general category based on physical or behavioral traits. Then they will be evaluated. For example, we can understand that when we judge someone on the basis of our perception of that group to which he or she belongs, we are using the shortcut which is referred as stereotyping. One example for your simple understanding is that suppose a boss might assume that a worker from the Middle East country is lazy and cannot meet the performance objectives, even if the worker tries his best. This is stereotyping. When you have pre-existing thought about any particular object or person in your mind and then you judge that person or object based upon that perception in your mind, it is known as stereotype. The third point is similarity. See, often we compare one person to another, one object to another. We try to find similarity between two objects, but there is never similarity between two objects or persons. You can never compare two persons on any basis. The working of two employees will always be different, even if they have same interest or work methods. The point of view may differ. So there is always error if you will find similarity in two objects or two persons.